Good morning. Okay, so this morning we're focusing on back strength, or on backs. So we're just going to start seated this morning. So find your comfortable position. Lift the shoulders, take them up, back and down. Soften the jaw, close the eyes. And if you've watched the Ujjayi breathing instructional, you might want to start trying to engage that. So you're either working with the inhale and the exhale through the nose, or if it's not feeling natural, then you're working with the inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Good. If you're using that, I hope you're starting to notice the meditative properties as you feel. It sounds like the breath of the ocean in your head. Okay, so we're going to go straight into warming the spine up in cat-cow. So come on to hands and knees. Knees hip width underneath the hips and hands underneath the shoulders with a big wide base. Fingers pointing, middle fingers pointing forward. Good. We'll start with cat-cow. Inhale, looking up, tilting the tailbone. Exhale, press into the hands, arch the back, look to the navel. Inhale, looking through. Exhale, arching the back, using the floor to press against as you gaze to the navel. Inhale, looking through and up, tilt the tailbone. Exhale, pressing in. One more time. Inhale, looking up, tilt the tailbone. And exhale, press in. Really create space in the back of the body as you look to the ribs. And come back to center. Good. Just going to start switching the core on as well. So we're going to do, we've done this one before. So we're going to take the right leg back, press into the heel, get that calf stretch to start with. Actively pressing into, not the heel, actively pressing into the ball of the foot to stretch into the calf. And then lifting from the center of the body, bring that leg up to hip height. Keep the foot active if you can. And if that's okay, you can bring the arm up, the opposite arm up, and look down. So the cervical spine stays in line. Don't drop the head or don't lean up. It just looks directly down so your neck is in line with the rest of the body. And then just breathe. Good. Exhale, drop it down. Try to keep the hips stable. Send the left foot back now, pressing in to the heel. Keep saying heel. Pressing into the ball of the foot, pushing back through the heel. Enjoy that stretch for a moment. And then inhale the leg up, keeping the hips even. And if you're going to add the arm as well, that comes up to shoulder height. And the gaze, the drishti we call it in yoga, the gaze point is down towards the mat. Good. Exhale, come back to center. Okay, you're going to come all the way down. So just lower yourself down onto the mat. And then you're going to have feet hip distance apart. Just move the hips side to side if you need to. Just make sure you're comfortable. Hands by the shoulders. Palms down. Now you're going to, before we move up, as you inhale, engage the shoulder blades, pull the scapula back and just lift the chest slightly. Keep the head, keep the gaze down to the mat in front and make sure that you don't lift the legs at the back. They're relaxed. So we're trying to get this into the back rather than the glutes. They will switch on. And then just check that you're not pressing into the hands to come really high. Just release the hands and just hold yourself there. Now it's really difficult to breathe in this position, but I want you to still try and expand the belly into the floor as you breathe in and contract it back as you exhale. Just a couple more breaths here. Good. Press into the hands, lift yourself back and come into child. We just need to let that go. So have a nice wide legs, take the hips back, arms are in front, and you can just walk the fingers forward, stretching into the side of the body. Maybe come up onto fingertips. Good. And then find your way back down. We're going to move with this now. We're going to move with the breath. So again, rock the hips, find your comfortable position. And as you inhale, lift, come up. And hold for a breath. Exhale, come back down. This time lift the hands off the floor. Inhale, come up. Hold for a breath. Exhale, come down. One more. You can have a little bit of a press into the floor with this one. Inhale, come up. Hold for a breath. Exhale, come down. Good. Keep the forehead on the floor. Hands, arms come alongside the body, palms facing up. We're just going to lift into the legs. So as you inhale, lift the right leg up off the floor, keeping it straight, pointing the toe. Exhale, drop it down. We're going to alternate. Inhale the left. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale right. Exhale, release. Inhale left. Exhale, release. Okay, if one leg is enough of a challenge for you, then I want you to stick with alternating, or we're going to go for both legs. So on your next inhale, lift the right and the left legs. And if you're alternating, inhale, exhale, drop. Inhale the opposite, and exhale, drop. And then everybody release the feet back down, press into the hands, and again send yourself back into child's pose. Letting the back of the body relax and the arms come out in front of you. Walking those fingers forward to get a lovely stretch. Okay, so it's really important that you listen and you use this pause in child to check out the level of effort. So you have to put in the right amount of effort, not too much or you'll injure yourself, and not too little or you won't necessarily continue on the journey. And that's different every day. Just because you can do something, it doesn't mean you should always do it. It depends how it feels in your body that day. So we're going to come back down. If you were comfortable with all of those moves, then we're going to add the arms stretched out in front as well. If you're still on singles, stick with singles, and if you're on doubles, just hold for a double. So if you're coming with me, rock the hips again, make sure that they're settled and comfortable. The arms are stretched overhead and the palms are facing together. And we're going to go up and down to start with. So on your next inhale, lift the arms and the legs. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. We're going to stay up this time. Inhale, come on up. Gaze down to the mat. If it starts to create any kind of congestion or pain in the sacrum, the lower back, just come on down and go back to child. Otherwise, we're just going to try and breathe and hold here for a couple of breaths. Reaching through the fingertips, through the toes. Strengthening all the small muscles that support the spine here. They're really great for your back. Exhale, drop the hands down. Bring the hands back up by the shoulders, and again, push yourself into a lovely child pose. And I just want you to let the whole posterior chain, the whole of the back of the body relax now into child. Let the whole body soften forward. Feeling any resistance or tension, just leaving the body as you soften into the forward fold. And bring the hands alongside the knees. Gently come on up. Good. I'm going to leave you for your relaxation. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.